My name is Joel Evans. I live in Commack, New York, and I am 72. I'm a 6-year pancreatic cancer survivor. So I had been a type 2 diabetic, and every 3 months I would have a regular panel of blood work. And I have the world's greatest doctor, who is Dr. Joseph Tarana. So he had seen it from the bilirubin test. My younger daughter, she immediately said to me, I want to not plan for the wedding and we just want to get married. And I said, no, I am going to be there. I'm going to walk you down the aisle. I'm going to dance with you, and I'm going to do a toast. And I don't want to hear this. So, you can worry about it, but I am going to be there. So after I had the surgery, and Dr. Copper had said, I recommend that you have chemo. So he recommended somebody who's the only doctor that I was really upset with and decided not to use. And all he did was depress me and say, I'd be lucky if I'd lived to my daughter's wedding. And he was citing these statistics that were about 30 years old. And I said, there's not one person in this entire study who's me. To say a little bit about my wife, Linda, I call her the Lommel, L-O-M-L, which is the love of my life. None of my guy friends get the fact that I'm willing to put that out there. So this whole gender stuff is stupid. I think that we often lose sight as to how much the caregiver goes through. Everybody asks me how I am. No one asks Linda how she is. And, she's actually been diagnosed as having a form of PTSD because of all of this stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff that no normal human being should have to go through that she goes through. So I love her every day, and I thank her every day, and she's my rock, so I can't thank her enough. We get to the weekend of the wedding, and we walk down the aisle, and you could see and hear every single person in there crying as soon as they saw me. Do the dance, do the toast. I think we went back to the hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, I passed out right after that, but I was able to last the whole thing. So what a great experience for all of us. There's a reason that I'm the one who's here, and that means that I have a responsibility that I must give back. Not just I want to try to volunteer, I must give back. I need to help other people. I'm involved with my blogs, I do my volunteer work. And I said, I think I've got a pretty good story. I think it's an uplifting story. I'm talking to the lay person. I'm not going to use jargon. I'm not going to write like I'm a professor, because I want to try to relate to everybody. Live life every day, enjoy what you can, and don't just wallow in self-pity. That does nothing but make you feel worse. I have never once said, why me? I'm excited about life.